He was just like hugging me, like rubbing my tummy. He was like, oh, it's okay, kaya mo yan, like this. He's like, kaya mo to, baby, you're strong. Hey guys, this is the ASJ gang. I'm back. We're back. Currently, my two babies are sleeping right now, and I thought this would be the best time to film this video. I don't want it to be too long till we post the video because you guys voted for my pregnancy experience. I don't know how to start. So weird. Okay, first thing, I'm really bad at explaining and talking because I feel like I just talk and talk and it doesn't even make sense. So I'll start by saying this is a very sensitive topic for me because I've been through a lot throughout my whole pregnancy experience. And yeah, let's just get started. So I'll start from the day I missed my period. So April, she was due on January 11 and she gave birth on December 28. So she was 2 weeks early. 2 weeks early. And when I missed my period, I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, nah,
late lang talaga period ko, or I'm not gonna have it this month.
And it's really but parang pinipil ko sa sarili ko na I wasn't pregnant because who would want to be pregnant at 17? That's just... The reason why I didn't think I was pregnant is because a lot of my friends or the people watching right now, their period isn't consistent, so they don't get it every month, or they would have it on different dates apparently. I don't know, something like that. So I was thinking, oh, maybe that's what's happening to me. I'm not pregnant. Yeah, so that was it. I didn't have any thoughts that I was pregnant, or parang I was in denial basically. And then from May, Steve had to go to Philippines and he said he would come back before my birthday. So my birthday is May 30th. Yeah, so he was in Philippines, and during the whole May, I was starting to get pregnancy symptoms. I didn't have any morning sickness, thank God. But I did start to get very sleepy and lazy. Like I was just always in bed throughout that whole month. And if ever I was to go out, I was always like nagpapaganda, being maarte, putting so much makeup on. And apparently that's a thing when you're having a baby girl, but I didn't know that. I was just thinking, yeah, I'm just gonna get ready. I want to be pretty today, and I'll put some videos here. But yeah, I was just having this apparently pregnant mummy glow thing. Another symptom I used to get was my breasts started to hurt. They started to become painful. I guess they were growing and forming milk, I guess. And I was also craving like so much fruit. I would always go to like my corner shop. Ang dami kong binibili, like watermelon, blueberry, strawberry. And yeah, and there's me still thinking
My boobs are just growing.
Anyways, so like I said, he came before the 30th of May. Forgot to mention, when he was in Philippines, I told him that I didn't have my period yet, but he was just saying to me as well, now your period's just late. And obviously he's in Philippines, I wanted him to enjoy, and like he didn't really have the time to message me because his signal in Cebu is bad apparently. He used to climb trees just to get signal to talk to me. He came back. I didn't check if I was pregnant. I mean, I was 17, so like when he came back 3 to 4 months then on, I didn't tell my parents I was pregnant. So I didn't tell them from May, June, July, August. From then, when he came back, I was still being a very selfish person. I was still like going out, I was going to drink up, going to my barkada. And yeah, parang hindi ko inisip na buntis ako. All in all, I was just being a selfish teenage girl. So tinuloy ko yung buhay ko, wala nangyari, So I just carried on with my life, parang wala lang. Minsan nga hindi ako umuuwi. I was just really selfish and pasaway basically. I'm not anymore because I'm a mom. And then July, it was Barrio Festa. To all the Filipino people there, you guys know what that is. A Filipino festival in London that happens every year. I still performed Barrio Festa because I don't want to let my parents know that I'm pregnant or anything. Parang it didn't sink in yet. Yeah, so I performed at Barrio Festa.
Halun ay umabot sa papawi. San man ako'y pinangakong
I think my tummy was getting a bit big there, and even on that day I went on rides. Yeah, please don't hate. Yeah, pinipilit ko nga sa sarili ko na I wasn't pregnant. I was just carrying with my life like nothing happened. I didn't have a plan on telling my parents. I didn't know how to tell my parents. I didn't know how they would react because, you know, every teenage girl would be so shook to tell their parents that they're pregnant, and I was only 17, so I didn't know what to do. And I had so many things going in my head that I didn't know how to tell them. August we went to the Philippines. And I still didn't tell them that I was pregnant because I didn't want to. I was thinking I could hide that big fat tummy of my baby inside and walking out like I'm just fat. I'm a freaking basketball in my tummy or something.
Look at this
When
dude.
we went to Italy, things started to get a bit out of hand there because when I was picking my clothes before the trip, my mom came into my room and was like,
Oh, wala nang kasya sa'yo. Taba-taba mo ka na kasi.
kailangan mo na mag-diet, kailangan mo na mag-workout, this. So in my family, I'm usually known as taba ching ching taba. So I'm just a heavy eater. I eat so much. So my mom was just thinking it was normal, like I'm just fat. So when we went to Italy, I started to get my pregnancy symptoms again. I was getting really sleepy and really tired. I mean, we were waking up at 7 a.m. and touring around until like 10 p.m, 11 p.m. Apple. Apple. I just didn't have any plans on telling them because I didn't want to ruin my holiday, because yun nga, I was being really pasaway before the holiday and I just wanted to spend time with my family and parang bawi to them. I didn't tell them. Needed ko na lang maglakad. We were like going to different places, jumping everywhere, going from this place to that place. And yeah, I was just getting like really sleepy and really tired and really like moody quickly. Apparently you just get like really moody during pregnancy because obviously you're holding another child, another human is forming inside of you. So my sister told me that she knew something was already up when we were in Italy because every time I was changing, like having a shower, she could see my tummy and it wasn't like fat, like fat belly. It was just a bit, obviously the curve, the roundness of my chan is already trying to form. She's getting bigger in my tummy each and every day. And then one of the days on the trip as well, I went into my mom's room and she asked me like randomly, I don't know, it's just mother instinct. Your mom knows everything, like you can't hide anything from them, they just find out. She just knew. I went into my mom's room and she was like,
Nakukuha mo ba yung regla mo?
are you getting your period? And I was like,
Yeah, I am. Like,
I got it like a few weeks ago. And my mom just like, oh, okay. Didn't know what to say. Haven't been having it for like 3 months, 4 months. Yeah, I feel like my family knew something was a bit We come back from the holiday. Obviously, I haven't seen my baby daddy for a week only, but I was like, I need to see him. Like, I don't know what, we need to talk about this situation. So I remember going down and I was already changed because I know my mom's gonna say no to me going out. I just know her, and because I was pasaway nga. Came down, I was like, Ma, pupunta ako kila Steven. And then that was the day that my parents found out I was pregnant. So my mom was like, take this pregnancy test before you leave. Yeah, she was like, umihi ka sa pregnancy test na to, and I want to see it. And that's the day I was like, so yeah, she came with me to the toilet and she fully put the pregnancy test and was like, umihi ka dito. I peed, and she made sure that I peed on it because she knew if I did it by myself, I wouldn't pee on it, so it wouldn't come up positive. Yeah, I peed. She took the pregnancy test. I ran up to my room and I texted this guy sleeping right now. I just remember going on the bed and I was like, she knows now what we're gonna do. And I was just like, I'm dead. A few minutes later, the test probably came out positive. Well, clearly.
Stupid!
I just heard her come up to the stairs and she went to her room and nagdabog siya. She just slammed the door. And I don't remember if a few seconds after she told me to go to my ate's room, or my ate came to my room, or I went to my ate's room. I don't really remember because it was like so quick. But yeah, I just went in and my ate hugged me. I don't really remember what happened, but she just hugged me and like we were crying, or I was crying. And she was just like, why didn't you tell me? Could have been taking care of you. You haven't been going to any of your checkups. Ganto ganyan. Yeah, bear in mind, I didn't go to any checkups yet. I was already 4 months pregnant, and she was just like, I shouldn't have made you walk throughout that trip on the holiday. No wonder you were getting tired, this to this. And I just cried, and I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was scared. Okay, so that same day we went to church to pray for the baby, like how she is, her health, to ask God to protect Ari, to like make sure everything is okay. They know, like, now what? And also, my mom was scared to tell my dad. She didn't know how to tell my dad as well, because I'm really close to my dad, and my dad's really supportive of me. They were thinking about like my career and what would happen and what everyone would say. So from then on, parang my mom just accepted it. She didn't really get angry, because I mean, it was already there, and she knows that a new baby is just a blessing in life. And she just thought of just being grateful that we have another addition to the family. She's already been through it with my sister, so because obviously I was the youngest and I had like my career going on, I just felt like everything was gonna fall apart when it isn't, and it's just made my life so much better and made me more mature. And yeah, I'll just get into that. During September, October, November, I think, yeah, everything was just fine, and I don't really remember when my mom told my dad, but apparently his reaction was he didn't say anything. Like, he was just shocked. I don't know, I wasn't there when my mom told him, so. But yeah, I'm just really happy that they're very supportive of me and Steven and Ariana. You listening? You're supposed to be part of this video. The camera shot. So the pregnancy symptoms I was getting was I was already forming milk, the first like milk, I don't know what it's called, basta, I was getting milk already, but it's not like the proper milk, it's just like the first, I don't know what it's called. To the other mummies out there, just comment down below what it's called. I had acid reflux. I used to get it in the middle of the night, which was so disgusting. It's like this acid fluid that comes out of you. I don't even know what it is. So now I'll talk about when Ari came out. December 27, we were gonna go sleep, and I was starting to get this pain in my stomach. I guess it was contractions. I was literally unprepared, and I did no research at all, and my hospital bag wasn't ready as well. It was just didn't go as planned. So during that night I was getting contractions. It was coming on and off, but I was thinking it was normal, because on December 9 we went to Winter Wonderland.
Please move up in the waiting area. Please go forward and let no free space.
We were going on the way back home, and some fluid started coming out of my and I was just like, wait, what is this? Is Ari coming out now? Like, what's going on? And we were walking back, and I was telling my ate like, oh,
I think Ari's coming out. I have fluid.
It was just like dripping down my leg. So we went into the car. We were like, oh, we were calling up, and I was just like, yeah, I think my baby's coming out, and this. And we went there, and they checked my backpack, and I was just like, yeah. Yeah, they touched my thingy, and they said like, it's normal, like you're supposed to be getting that. It's part of the process of the pregnancy. So I was like, oh, so she's not coming yet. So we went back home, and nothing happened. Yeah, so then December 27 came, and yeah, I started to get this pain now. And I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's normal, maybe it's supposed to happen again, maybe it's just false alarm, because I'm supposed to be due on January 11. So I was just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, and that night I just really couldn't sleep, like it was so painful. So I remember like telling my mom and my aunt there, and they were just looking at me like in pain, like, is this normal? Should we go to the hospital now? And they didn't know what we were supposed to do, because it might be false alarm again. So we went downstairs, and I remember sitting on the sofa, and I was just like, and then the pain would go away again, and then I would be in pain again, and no pain. And then since it was going on and off, and it was going for more than, I don't know, there's like a certain amount of minutes that a contraction goes for, and it was going for longer than that. So my sister was like, we're going to the hospital. Yeah, so we went to the hospital, and I was just in pain, and I remember like getting my stuff, and like I didn't know what was gonna happen, and we just took all our stuff. You listening? Do you remember this, Daddy? Do you remember? We went to the hospital, and I was like, ouch, and got to the hospital, we got my bags, and we went with Steve and my ate. My mom didn't want to see Ari giving birth. anymore because she was scared because she already experienced it with my ate. So my mom was like, oh, si ate na lang magsasama sa'yo. So we went in and they measured me again. They put their hand up in my backpack and they said I was 3 centimeters dilated, I think. I don't remember. I don't know the words. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Sorry. And yeah, she was like, oh yeah, you're gonna be giving birth anytime soon. And I was like, yes, I remember them taking me into the maternity ward, the room where you give birth. Yeah, we were in the room. They were like, you have to walk around, like try to make her come out, this. They had like the bed there, but it was up. But I didn't know I could say that, oh, I want the bed out now. So I freaking gave birth on the floor, guys. I think I even gave birth on the beanbag. And there was chairs there. Was there a bathtub there? Yeah, there was a bathtub there. There was like everything basically. And the symptoms that I was getting during the labor was the contractions. Now that's normal, that's something you're supposed to get, the on and off contractions. Apparently that's when you're supposed to be like pushing, but I didn't know. I was just unprepared. And there was a time I even vomited during the labor. The whole thing was like 9 hours, but I don't know how long the pushing was. All I remember is just being in pain and vomiting. And he was just like hugging me, like rubbing my tummy. He was like, oh, it's okay, kaya mo yan. Like this. Like, little baby, you're strong. Daddy, how did I sound when I was in pain? I sounded like a kambing apparently. I was going eh. Plus that I sounded like a dying cow or something. I didn't know there was things that you could take to not feel the pain as much, but the only thing I took was the gas. I didn't have any injections or any epidurals because there's some side effects apparently to those, like injections on the thighs, injections on the spine, all those stuff. I thought that I could cope it anyways with just gas, so I was going so you don't feel the pain that much, so obviously I took it.
A few moments later.
My whole labor was taking really long because I didn't know how to freaking push. So basically I had a nurse, and in my opinion she wasn't that helpful because she didn't really tell me what to do. She was really calm. I understand like she's trying to help me like relax on this, but I would have probably preferred someone like shouting at me and telling me what to do, because she was just like, yeah, you can I just remember this so well because she was really calm. She was like, yeah, you can do this, like just push. And it was just unreal. Like she was just so not as helpful as I wanted her to be. Like I didn't know what to do. I was unsure of how to push. How is this gonna work? How does the contractions work? How does the pain work? And yeah, it was just really unhelpful. And it got to a point where my sister was like, Jahna, she's there now, because I would push like really short and Ari's head would literally just come out like a little bit. This is my bookbook, and she would go like this. She'd come back. Wow. So she's never gonna come out. So she was just going. Do you remember it? Did you see Ari's head? Yeah, you did. He was panicking. You were the one tired. You're not even doing anything. Just going like this. Kaya mo yan. Oh yeah, come on, baby, push it. Yeah, she was just coming out like that again and again. Like she was never eventually gonna come out. So my aunt was like, Jahna, you need to push long. Like when you can feel the pain, like you should push her for long. Like when you can really, oh, she's awake. When you can really feel the pain. Same time as you. Hello, love. From then, when she shouted that, I was like, oh, so that's what you're supposed to do. So since you guys know, I was unaware of what was supposed to happen. The contraction pain feels like you need to take a poo. Yeah, let's just be real. The pain feels like you need to take a shit. So obviously I kept feeling that pain. So that's the contraction, the pain goes. And I was like to my aunt, I need to go to the toilet. I think I need to take a poo. So I went to the toilet and I sat on the toilet and I couldn't poo. So my aunt was like, it's better for Ari to come out. Oh, it's better for Ari to come out on the floor where I was giving birth instead of coming out on the toilet bowl. So then yeah, I was like, maybe I don't need to poo. Like, say hi. Oh, she's awake now. Be right back. I'm gonna carry on. Ari's awake. They're both awake. Daddy! Babae mo yung baby. So, where was I? Yeah, Ari coming out. Going like this, coming out. And then I eventually figured out that I know how to push. I need to push for long. You need to push like you need to poo. I know it sounds really weird, but seriously, like you need to push like like that. So then the longer you push, the longer she'll be coming out. The pressure of her head going out of her leg. Oh yeah, I even had my legs up as well, no? There were times where like I had my leg up, I was going like this, I was going like that, I was going like this. I figured it out that she just needs to come out like that, and yeah, eventually she came out. I'll insert the video. So yeah, that was the video. I didn't really want to show it like clearly because you could see like my backpack. I don't want everyone to see it, so I had to put like a filter over it. And yeah, there she was. That was my labor experience. Basically just telling you guys that it feels like a poo. No, but honestly it does. Like, I eventually figured it out that the contractions, when the pain was happening, I needed to push like really long, as long as I could, as strong as I could. And yeah, I did it. And ta-da! Ta-da! Okay, did not interrupt it. She's too busy watching. She just woke up, so she's really moody right now. So I just want to clarify to you guys that so next video is gonna be Ari Stefania's birth. So yeah, I'll probably just end it there because I think the video is gonna be like too long. Then you say hi to everyone. Hi. And now here she is. Okay. And she's so big now, she knows so much stuff. But I just want to say to you guys that it's never a mistake to have a baby. I know it may seem a lot to handle, but you're in the situation. Once you experience it yourself, you know you can do it. You learn new things, you mature in so many ways. And yeah, I'm so grateful that she came in. Daddy, make it quiet. That she came into our lives, because now we're both mature mag-isip. We're not isip bata na. Because she's here and I want to be like an inspiration to her. You know, mommy does everything for you. I love you. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope it still entertained you somehow. I don't want it to seem like a really boring video. That was just my experience. It's different for different and other mommies out there. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, share and subscribe for more videos. Peace. And this is me in reality, guys. Oh, I forgot to say, I'm not trying to encourage you guys to get pregnant young, but that was just my thoughts. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.